Due to his venerable age, Joe Biden would no longer be worth going for a second term of the US presidency. Rumors have emerged that he could be replaced by Michelle Obama. Experts say that this is not just empty words. She really has a chance to take the place of the current head of the United States and prevent Donald Trump from returning to the White House. Journalists from the famous British newspaper The Telegraph seem to know everything about the political life of the United States. At least, they always study this issue with special attention, following all the movements of politicians, especially near the office of the president. And so recently, they saw Michelle Obama arrive at the White House. The newspaper's sources say that she may run for the Democratic Party's nomination for U.S. leader instead of Joe Biden. If this happens, the current president will disappear from sight before the primaries even begin. According to journalists, this is a very real development, given the state in which Biden is, a solid age, and his mental health is no longer the same. Going for a second term is too risky for him. He should take care of a worthy successor, which could be Michelle Obama. Biden's entourage announced 6 months ago that he would run for the US presidency. In principle, it is a good idea for them. After all, his decrepitude will allow them to get more powers, but the people may not want to keep him as the head of the country. It is important for them that the leader is in an adequate condition. Therefore, there is a risk of defeat at the elections, and perhaps everything will fall apart before they begin. At the moment, Robert Kennedy Jr. is considered the most acceptable replacement for Biden. However, the local elites do not take him seriously, as he targets policies that do not support them. This is unacceptable for the current government. Another competitor is Gavin Newsom, who runs California. He is more palatable to the elite, but he has many sins in his political activity: increased migration, crime, financial problems in the state, etc. Michelle Obama, on the other hand, is virtually an equal candidate. She does not have her own governing apparatus, and therefore, most likely, all the same people will remain as they are now under Biden. She also has no special experience in politics, but this is a plus for the officials who would like to have more influence on the president's decisions and have more power than under a confident and experienced leader of the country. As for the average person, most Americans are fine with Michelle Obama. She makes a pleasant impression, witty, responsive. During the presidency, the wife never got involved in political affairs, and there were no scandals around her. She always did her job conscientiously. Besides, people associate her with her husband, his policy, his slogans, which suited the main part of the USA. Interestingly, Joe Biden also conjured up associations with Obama. It was largely because of this that the Democrats at one time nominated him, and people actively voted in his favor. Now many Americans are nostalgic for the years when Obama was president, and now they have an opportunity to bring those times back. At least there is hope for Michelle Obama. We can spend a long time sorting out who is really to blame for the US's problems, but people are sure things were better under Obama than under Trump and Biden. This opinion may actually help Michelle win the election. Joe in general is a very doubtful opponent for her. His reputation is much worse than hers, actually, as well as Donald's. Although Trump will have to be fought, there is a real possibility of his return to the White House. The Donald will probably emphasize in his speeches that Michelle has no experience in politics. However, when he ran for president the first time, he was inexperienced at it too. He was just an oligarch to everyone and nothing more. But Michelle has an excellent reputation, is quite intelligent and serious, almost an ideal, except that journalists exaggerate a lot. Michelle has said many times that she does not want to become the leader of the United States. Her entourage convinces her that it is necessary to do so. Her newspapers are already actively spreading this information around the world. Although, who knows, maybe they will persuade her.